The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides a state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from RAGBRAI to the legendary Water and Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Iowa State's offense will go to work first. The Cyclones just blew away the Hawkeyes in the last meeting between these two.
And those buses in the parking lots for Iowa State tailgates, they have been partying in those for a year after beating down their rivals.
I think Iowa was shell-shocked in that game. They're not used to their opponents being as physical as them. And Iowa State matched that physicality. It was so impressive.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught close to the marker. It's Riley. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And the Cyclones with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Holds and fires complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Cyclones are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go. And as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Finds his man. It's Riley. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming.
Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming to this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Galladay. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 1st down here for the offense. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Pettis. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Here's the handoff. He's inside the 15. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Galladay. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They're
going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bickley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Galladay. On the run, fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man all alone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A first down run in the red zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a...
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Galladay. Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Wants to go up top. throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Galladay. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Oh, they're after him. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us.
And the Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little...
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands. It starts. At the 35, he's open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. The Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes a grab deep. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. To the air, it's Pettis. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice with the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Trying to barge their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Iowa has the ball back on offense. And the Hawkeyes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Makes him talk to the hand. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the right side. He's in open space downfield. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Back to pass, it's Galladay. It's complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going back to the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he wants it all. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that 1st.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. It's a draw. Can't get him to the ground. Puts him in the spin cycle. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides the back and leaves it. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Now the play fake. Flips it out to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Catch in the middle, it's Bickley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 28 to James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. Here comes the option. Creates a little space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Pettis. He's got him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Play number 9 on this drive. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw again. Got a man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way.
And That's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Looking downfield, it's Galladay. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hit as he throws. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking for space. It's Farmer. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with a losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.